Any US deal with Iran is a bad idea. That is the message that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is going to deliver on Tuesday to American lawmakers. Ahead of the address to Congress, he publicly declared that Tel Aviv and Washington are the best of friends.
Despite occasional disagreements, the friendship between America and Israel grew stronger and stronger, decade after decade. And our friendship will weather the current disagreement as well to grow even stronger in the future. America and Israel are more than friends. We're like a family.
But in Washington, the reaction was quite different from the rosy picture painted there by Israeli Prime Minister. Senator Dianne Feinstein, she called him arrogant for presuming to speak for all Jews on the Iranian issue. Another Senator, Patrick Leahy, dubbed the upcoming address as a tawdry and high-handed stunt. Neither the American President, John Kerry, nor Joe Biden are going to meet with the Israeli PM during his visit. RT's Gaya-kontrak, she looks at the resentment.
The Obama administration has made it clear Benjamin Netanyahu is not a welcome guest in Washington right now. The Israeli Prime Minister knows that, but he came anyway to address the U.S. Congress and to blast the Obama administration's negotiations with Iran on its nuclear program. He says the deal that the U.S. and 5 other world powers are now working to reach with Iran would threaten Israel's existence. The Obama administration, on its part, has accused the government of Benjamin Netanyahu of trying to undermine this deal without suggesting anything better. All of this, of course, is putting the U.S. Congress, which always responded to the Israeli Prime Minister's speeches with standing ovations, in a very difficult position. On the one hand, they have their president, who says diplomacy is working and that this deal has a chance. And on the other hand, the Israeli leadership saying it's a terrible deal and poses an existential threat to Israel. Many U.S. lawmakers have indicated that they hate being put in such a position. Benjamin Netanyahu has addressed Congress before, twice actually, but things aren't as they were before. From the podium, the Israeli Prime Minister is saying U.S.-Israel relations are stronger than ever. But it's the irritation between the two governments that now seems stronger than ever. In Washington, I'm Ganesh Chekyan, RT.
And earlier, the White House directly accused Tel Aviv of dishonesty in attempts to discredit the talks with Iran. Obama has even reportedly cut intelligence sharing with Israel, and as if it was selectively leaking it to the public to whip up discontent over the talks. And Netanyahu's position on Iran has also been contradicted by his own intelligence services. During a speech at the UN General Assembly in 2012, Netanyahu declared that Iran is 1 year away from making a nuclear bomb. But as recent leaks from Mossad show, at the time he was giving his speech, Tel Aviv knew Iran had not been involved in producing or developing nuclear armaments. Defense analyst Devan Aland believes Netanyahu's current visit is not actually about Iran at all.
The reason Netanyahu's coming for this has nothing to do with the Iranian nuclear program. He's made his objections clear to the White House, and he knows what support he has in Congress. This speech is designed for his audience at home because he is in a tough re-election bid. And just because the Israeli elite goes against Netanyahu, the Israeli people may not. You know, these are always crowd pleasers at home when you act tough abroad, especially standing up to a U.S. president that isn't very popular in Israel. So Netanyahu is clearly trying to use this to win support in a tight election at home.
More cases of a mysterious sleeping disorder have been registered in a Kazakh village. They've been dubbed Sleepy Hollow, this particular village. Scientists, doctors, they're unable to explain why people are suddenly falling asleep for long bouts, and apparently for no reason either. More details.